What's up, guys? Blake here with Boost Portfolio. In this video, we are going to go over my top 3 moonshot coins for 2018 and also what the heck is going on with Bitcoin. Okay, so let's get into it. I am not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice. So on Telegram, I ran a poll asking you guys, what do you want me to cover in today's video? And I gave you the option of my top 3 moonshot picks, my top 3 favorite projects, and also my top 3 long-term holds. You guys voted for the moonshots, which tells me you guys are all about the gains. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. We're going to get into that here in a bit. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Okay. We're going into the weekend. Weekends have typically been times of selling. Okay. And if you look on Bittrex, you can see the sell volume is really the highest that I've seen it in a long time, really putting a lot of downward pressure on Bitcoin. Now, there's 2 scenarios that could really play out here. And obviously, there's always 2 scenarios, up or down, right? But there's a lot of downward pressure on Bitcoin right now on the exchanges. So you can see people are taking short positions. And like I said, they're the highest that I've seen them. So typically, when you have all that downward pressure, it could potentially force that price lower if no buyers show up. On the contrary, when things get extreme, when things hit the extreme, whether that be buying, selling, oversold, overbought, when we have extreme scenarios, those could be potentially good areas where reversals happen, contrarian, right? So if I was a whale and I saw, an order book stacked up of lots of short positions, and I had the money to go ahead and, drop the hammer and liquidate all of those positions and force everybody to cover and cause a short squeeze, I would do that if I had the money, but I don't have that kind of money. So there's two scenarios that could play out there. Okay, so you have to be aware of kind of what other investors, what traders are thinking, and kind of how they're approaching the market, and trying to think in terms of what are the pros thinking. All right. The point being is, regardless, you guys need to have a plan. Okay. You guys know I have been in cash for quite some time now, and I'm very comfortable sitting in cash right now. Okay. I'm not worried about a thing because there's no stress, right? I don't have any stress going on. Now, 2 things are going to happen in the next couple of weeks, in my opinion, because I don't think that we can just continue this sideways movement forever. Bitcoin has been a volatile asset that sideways action isn't really something that it likes to do. So in my opinion, in the next few weeks, we're going to see some sort of resolve, potentially to the upside or even to the downside. Regardless, my point is you need to have a plan, because most retail investors that got into Bitcoin, they got into Bitcoin by just buying because they saw the price was going up, and everybody was talking about crypto. It was on CNBC every day. They had a Bitcoin tracking price, and you thought, okay, well, maybe I should get into this. It keeps going up every day, with really no plan on how you're going to manage that risk. And now I'm not saying that's you guys, but I feel like the majority of people that got into crypto are relatively new investors and don't have a whole lot of experience in investing. Now, I could be completely wrong on that, but just based on the price patterns and seeing the type of emotions that are playing out, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Now, like I said, you need to have a plan. And in the next few weeks, I think that we're going to see some major downside movement or some major upside movement, and be prepared for that. Because if prices start to fall, okay, you're going to start to feel lots of pain and regret. And most people will reach the point where they've sat through this entire bear market, and they finally reach the point where they throw in the towel. And typically that's where it turns around. Okay, so don't be that person. Have a plan. And on the upside, make sure that if it starts to skyrocket, you have a plan to get back into the market if that's your plan. Okay, so make sure that you're not just completely FOMOing and you allow this to go back to 20,000 because you've been mad at Bitcoin the past couple months. Okay, so make sure you guys have a plan. All right, so now that we've done that, all right, what are my top 3 moonshots for 2018? I'm going to tell you right now. Keep in mind, these are moonshot, guys. Okay, so this is already a volatile crypto market. It's a speculative asset class, and you guys want me to give you an extremely speculative pick within an already speculative asset class. So I don't recommend any of these. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to a word I say. And full disclaimer, I don't own any of these coins, but I will potentially buy these coins when I have that signal. Okay. So without further ado, starting in descending order, and mind you, these are small cap coins. Okay. So basically everything out of the top 50, and so 2 are outside of the top 100, and 1 is in the 60s. Okay. So very, very small cap coins, coins that could potentially moon, right? So we're talking 10x, 20x. Now, I could, pick, the top 10 coins, but that's not really a moonshot, right? Okay, so here's my moonshots. Without further ado, number 3, Deep Brain Chain. All right, so Deep Brain Chain seems to be one that's constantly shilled online. They are the first mover in kind of connecting the artificial intelligence with blockchain, and what they're really aiming to do is create a decentralized neural network for artificial intelligence to basically learn. Okay, so may or may not be used in the next Skynet. Okay, it's kind of scary, but they were launched on the Neo platform, one of the really promising ICOs that launched on Neo, in my opinion, and I think they have a lot of room to grow. Okay, so if we go to the all-time high coin index, Deep Brain Chain is a rank 193 coin currently, and it's fallen almost 95% from its all-time highs. Okay, so even if we just make it back to the all-time highs, you're looking at a 10x. Okay, so that's a pretty good return. Okay, right now it's sitting at 3 cents. Okay, and at its high it was 65 cents. Deep Brain Chain, keep it on your radar. It's one of my favorite moonshot picks. All right. Then number 2, Oyster. All right. Now, those of you that don't know about Oyster, what they're really trying to solve is ads on the internet. Okay. So we all know that ads over the internet are a huge market, and if Oyster is able even to capitalize on just a small portion of that, in my opinion, I think there's a lot of potential there. So how do they get rid of these ads? I'm not fully understanding how they're going to implement this, but if they can pull it off, I think it's a really, really good project. Okay, so once again, moonshot. Really, what from my understanding, what they're doing is they are allowing website owners and content creators to basically store information by using their website visitors' computing power. Okay, so I don't know how that's really going to work, but if it does work, it's going to be really, really big. All right, because who likes to look at ads? So keep an eye on Oyster. Full disclaimer, I don't own it. I do like it long term, and potentially will be buying some when I see that. Sorry, you guys already see the number 1. It's Dragon Chain. So Dragon Chain is actually within the top 100. There's a lot of things to like about Dragon Chain. If you don't know about Dragon Chain, what they're aiming to do is offer blockchain as a service. So a blockchain as a service for existing businesses that want to migrate some of their, whether it be files or smart contracts or whatever they can do on the blockchain, migrate over to Dragon Chain. They have a full team that will help out the business, help them migrate everything over, use the blockchain. No coding experience required. They have a phenomenal team, developers from Walt Disney, and it's also a US-based blockchain company. So that's a very positive sign. You can see US-based. So that's good for regulation, right? It's already in the US. They know they got the KYC in order. Okay, they're all taken care of. And they're also going to be an incubator. It's pretty interesting for new ICOs on their blockchain. So they have, I think, already over 200 potential ICOs that are in line to launch on their blockchain, going through the incubator program. Okay, so you can see the incubator here, platform, blockchain as a service. Companies retain all of their own data. Okay, so that's one of the key things that differentiates Dragon Chain from, say, an Ethereum or Bitcoin. is that the company actually retains all of the data. They can keep it private if they want. But Dragon Chain is there to kind of help you every step along the way. So blockchain as a service, I think, will be huge, especially if you believe that blockchain isn't going around. The technology is here to stay. How are we going to help those companies that are already existing get onto the blockchain? I think Dragon Chain is going to be one of those companies that is really there to help out all of these businesses. And if that does happen, we're going to see some moon prices. So let's go ahead and take a look at where Dragon Chain stands. Okay. Well, before we go to Dragon Chain, since we're already on this page, let's look at Oyster, the coin we just covered. So Oyster right here is next to Deep Brain Chain, a 142 rank, and it's fallen 86%. Okay, so if you're getting in at these prices, which I'm not, all-time high was back at $4.85, and right now it's trading at 68 cents. All right, so not a bad return if it can go back to its all-time highs. So let's, sorry guys, this is taking longer than expected. Sorry about the technical difficulties. All right, Dragon Chain. Here we go. Rank 64. Okay, Dragon Chain all-time high was at $5.24, and right now it's trading at 68 cents and has fallen 87% from its all-time high. So a lot of room to grow, a lot of potential. Great team, US-based, blockchain as a service. I think Dragon Chain could be a big winner in a big way if they can pull off what they're trying to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you share it with a couple of your friends. Have a great weekend. And also, if you're not in Telegram, make sure you go ahead and click the link below. Get in Telegram. That's where I give you all the great advice, news up to the minute, free trade alerts, access to a model portfolio, access to my Roth IRA account. We're doing all types of stuff. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you again this weekend.